well for him last week. They decided to break him out again today and taking on the Fighting Irish in their road navy blues trimmed in gold. Petey Lasalla and Will Lynch. That's going to be a battle to keep an eye on all game long, and Petey wins the opening draw. Virginia with the first possession of the game. Oh,
Connor in a long time.
Clearly, even though he plans on coming back here to Virginia, he walked on senior day, as you saw in the open, with his family. Wanted to walk with the seniors that he came in with 4 years ago here to Charlottesville. And that is a decorated group of seniors when you think about the 2 national championships and what they've been able to do in bringing Virginia back to the forefront of college. Tevlin's a two-way guy in that midfield. You'll see him on the defensive end. You'll see Quinn McCann, 15 in blue, on the defensive end as well. Final minute of this first quarter. Dangerous play right here, but picked up by the face-off man, Will Lynch. Now the Irish will look to go the other way.
That's strong handle. Strong handle by Lynch there in the middle of the field, making that play.
North Carolina next week. It'll be the second game in a row that Carolina plays Notre Dame. They played them last week. Notre Dame got the win. Then Carolina off this week. Then they'll play in Chapel Hill against the Irish next weekend.
The bubble is shrinking. I think last night in Big Ten play, teams like Ohio State and Rutgers took themselves out of the running. I think the teams in the Big East, the Ivy League, and North Carolina are still in play.
Correct. Season in Virginia history. Man, that says a lot. Petey and Lynch. Petey wins this battle.
Had a great discussion with Petey Lasalla pregame when we're down on the field. He was rehearsing his face-offs, and with each clamp, it was like he was lifting weights, Connor. It was like, there was a grunt every time he clamped. And I said, Petey, was that sound effects? He goes, no. It's like weightlifting. You got to exhale and grunt into it. He goes, sudden, poof, the Slim Reaper is topside.
Hagstrom in taking the draw for the Irish. Wins it from Petey. You'll see 2 different players often for Coach Corrigan. 22 Will Lynch, 4 Colin Hagstrom. All square at 3 apiece. Just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. Ground ball won by Kastner. Over 18 goals a game. Slow to start in today's defensive battle, but they've picked up a couple of quick ones here. Going to get a loose ball push in the back, no question about it. Virginia's ball.
There's a lot of pros, a lot of future pros playing in this game. Thomas McConvey, grad student out of Vermont, the foul line that becomes a distributor.
Missed some time earlier this year with an injury. He, of course, changed all of the fortunes for the Irish last year when he cemented himself in that #1 spot on the line with the Kavanaughs. Time winding down. No, can't get the shot off. Virginia in a little desperation mode there with the clock winding down. Couldn't get a good look. About to start. It'll be Colin Hagstrom taking the draw for Notre Dame. Petey Lasalla, as you would expect, for Virginia, and it's 1 to the Irish and Chris Kavanaugh.
Strong ground ball team Notre Dame is. And Hagstrom's emergence last week, as I said, he played a great game against North Carolina. Turnovers hurting Virginia.
So how do the Cavaliers respond here at home in front of a big crowd? Petey, the all-time face-off attempts leader in Division I lacrosse history. He's going to have 1,700 attempts by the end of his career. It's ridiculous. Back and forth we go. 5th tie of the day. Petey wins it back to himself.
The way you pass is so important in this game, and it starts with your eyes. I was having a catch with my daughter, and she's struggling. She's throwing me the ball like a million miles an hour. I'm like,
they just swarm to the ball wherever it is on the field. Hagstrom.
Their hockey background comes into play. I think being hockey players from the island.
Look at this. You think these two teams don't have a lot to play for today?
Huge Ranger fans.
After that big hit delivered by Jake Taylor, it ends up as a Virginia goal, though. And now the emotions and the physicality cue ratcheted up here in the second half. Battle for the loose ball, going to be offsides. Is going to be the call.
Cavanaugh came out of the restraining area early.
Staff here at Virginia. After that big hit delivered by Jake Taylor, it ends up as a Virginia goal, though. And now the emotions and the physicality cue ratcheted up here in the second half. Battle for the loose ball, going to be offsides. Is going to be the call.
Cavanaugh came out of the restraining area early.
The senior captain. Just his second goal of the year. Crowds on their feet. His teammates letting him hear it. Virginia back in front.
In a game that's been a little bit of a standstill in the settled sets. Change of possessions, restarts. Turnovers in the middle of the field lead to offensive opportunities. Schellenberger reads it. Saladay with a really good handle. It wasn't a perfect pass. He's able to reset his feet and go to the power shot. Beats Entenmann over the shoulder.
Now it's Lynch who gets possession. Wins the faceoff. Ross Bergmeister tracked down that ground ball.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, we're not even midway through this third quarter. 7-6, Virginia back on top.
Does it feel like a playoff game or what? Dive shot Dougie had Bachlet. It was like Mr. Consistent from the inside. Stanwick's Robin, so to speak, right? Still Stanwick's
right.
Robin.
This is a game that was devoid of runs. We were going back and forth between these two teams, and now we're finally in one, and it's a
member of the Vermont team up in Burlington. But this has got a whole different feel now.
Petey wins it. Beautiful job defensively by the Irish, though, and Lynch was able to come back and get something on it. Dangerous in front. No goal. Timeout called by Lars before that one ended up in the back of the net.
Must be studying for finals.
Right. Early. That's the way they do things here in Charlottesville, I guess.
That band is something else.
Yeah.
The brass section, man.
Well, how does it compare then to Hagstrom's going to shoot and score? The bands can wait. Hagstrom's third goal of the year from that Fogo spot.
Look, Hagstrom was a relatively unknown junior out of Minnesota, and next thing you know, he starts taking faceoffs last week against North Carolina because Andrew Tyre, while he may not be as strong on the draw, he's a really good handler. Hagstrom answered, thought he played well last week with 2 goals. He's feeling no pain today. It's like, what are you going to do, bench me? I've been on the bench all year, coach. And look at the confidence. He takes it right to the defense who was caught napping. Hagstrom, a great high school hockey player. Ma Tometi, they won the state championship. And that Minnesota high school state tournament,
you know that's big.
Is something else. I wonder what his hair looked like. All those guys got crazy mullets.
Yeah, they always come with the mullets when they get the introduction. Now we're going to get a long pole goal for Notre Dame. No, because Newton stones him. Donovan had it right at the doorstep.
Great patience.
And there you see Zinn again being attended to by the staff at Virginia. Chismar on the ground ball.
Zinn graduated Hopkins in like 3 years, which in itself is mind-boggling. Graduated early. One of the fastest players in the country.
And now this is when Petey Lasalla really shows his worth. He gets stronger as the games go on. And he wins another draw possession for Virginia inside of 5 minutes now, Q.
McConvey's fit in so well here because of his lifelong relationship with Peyton Cormier.
Empty net, goal on the 10-man. It's Chismar, who got rocked in the third quarter, bounced back, and now makes the Irish pay with a half-field goal.
You see the reaction from his teammates. Chismar is a juice player on this roster. Terrific on ground balls. Catches it midfield and sniffs it out. And dead bullseye from about 45 yards. He got rocked earlier. This was a young man who was committed to go to Marquette. He applied to Virginia on his own. This is the hit he took earlier. You got to give Jake Taylor some credit for that hit because it was clean. No cross check. Wasn't up high to the head or neck area. So Chismar's not hurt. That's being a great sportsman. That's playing hard.
Not afraid to shoot. Instead, he gives it away to Cormier.
But Chismar nearly ended up at Marquette. He applied to Virginia on his own and got in. Great student out of St. Paul's in North Baltimore. Sends an email to Lars Tiffany, hey, can I try out for the team? Lars does his research, says, yeah. Invites him out. He was an attackman. Next thing you know, he's playing defense. That's part of what goes along with being on the second midfield, is playing sporadic shifts and still producing.
39 assists on the season, ties a single-season school record for Pat Cavanaugh. So the Irish got the ball back. Again, got to move quickly.